Hi everyone, good evening. How are you all? Let's check who all are there in the comment. So, Guru Raja is there, Sneha is there, Tausif is there, Anugraha is there. Yep, there are lots of people watching this video, but very less comments I'm seeing here. Please put out comments, guys. Don't be dull. I hope you had a nice day, and all. Let's make this evening also very nice. Please put up your comments here in the comment section. Yeah, Shauryadeep, hi, hello. Hello everyone, please put your comments here. Show your presence, guys, show your presence so that I will know, okay, you are there. I can see that many people are there, but I'm not seeing the comments. Please put out comments so that I can know. Yep, Nitesh is there, hello. Ansari is there, hi. Anil, hi, hello. Yeah, Ansari, I'm fine, I'm always fine. Aves is there, hello Aves. Rajiv, hi, hi. Hi everyone, hi. So, I hope you are all excited for this session. So today, this is actually a data structure algorithm based project where we would be doing this how Amazon processes this prime members and non-prime members orders. That's what we are going to learn. Let's crack the system, guys. How it works in the background. How exactly they process this prime and non-prime members orders. That's what we would see. What's the basic difference between the prime and non-prime members? That's what we'll see. Okay, but before we get into discussion of the project, but I will need some few information, not like information, but a quick chit chat with you. So, yep, I see some more people are there. Here, Rajiv, hi, hi, Akshat is there, Prantik is there, Aarti is there. Yep, hi everyone, hello. So, following the tradition, could you all mention, please, from what all places you are watching the session? Like from where you are watching the session? Could you mention, guys? I'm Subrat. I'm here at Odisha, Bhubaneswar, very specifically. So to be very specific, I'm in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So please mention your places, guys. From what place all you are actually watching the session? Let's make this session very interactive. Let's make it a two-way communication kind of thing. Okay, it's never one way. It's always two-way. So let's do it, guys. So you interact with me. I'll interact with you. Also, we have Josna over here with us. She is also there. She would be, what can I say? She would be here to learn along with you guys, and she would be your voice and face over this entire project session that is today and tomorrow. Okay, so while explaining, I may overlook some of your doubts, right? So Josna is there who would convey those doubts to me, and I will clear it out. Okay, yeah, Josna, you want to have a word with them?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope you will enjoy the session, and we are also very excited to have you all there. I hope your all doubts are cleared. I will try my best and just put them in the chat section. I am there to help you out. I will put all your doubts to the sir so that your doubts are cleared. Okay.
Yep, thank you, Josna, for that. So I see many
Yes, sir.
people are putting the places here like Barakpur, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Andhra Pradesh, Thane, Madina, great, Tirupati, Maharashtra. Great, great, great. So Prantik says his college is in Bhubaneswar. That is great, great, that's great. Okay, he's from Kolkata. And yep, Barbados. Great. Okay, Ansari, this is your first class with me. So not an issue. So you'll enjoy this session. I'll make sure you'll enjoy this session with me because that's what I do. I go with I make the session interesting. That's what I do. And okay, Ahmednagar, great. Yeah, hi Anurag. I've seen you, Anurag. I've seen you earlier. Right. Okay. So yep, let's start our session without delaying much. Let's start our session about how Amazon handles this prime and non-prime members orders. We'll discuss about it. So first of all, you tell me, guys, what is the difference between a Prime member and non-Prime member? You would say we can watch Prime series in Amazon Prime. I'm not asking about that. We are not talking about actually the video part, the streaming part. No, we're not talking about the OTT part. We are just talking about the Prime delivery kind of thing. Okay, if you are a Prime member, so basically what is the difference between a prime member and non-prime member as far as the order is concerned. Okay, you are ordering something. So based on that, what is the difference? Can anyone mention in the comment what is the difference between prime and non-prime? Okay, I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Please put up. Ansari says prime member who has taken subscription. Yep, yeah, but what is the difference? What is the benefit? If I take now today Amazon Prime membership, what is the benefit I'll get? Apart from that OTT, Amazon Prime videos and all, apart from that, or Amazon Music kind of thing, apart from that, what benefit I'll get if I go for Prime membership? Prime member gets the order delivered within less days. Within, yep, exactly. Okay, my bad. Just a moment. That's better. Okay, so guys, yep. So as we were discussing, so Prime members will get the delivery in less days compared to non-prime members. That's what we know already, right? So how this is taken? Obviously, there would be not there would there would no person basically there would be standing there or maybe sitting there and check. Okay, this is prime member. I should do it. This is non-prime member. I should delay it. No, right? There is no person to do this manually. There is some automated thing. We will code it out and let's see what basically system is used, and more importantly, what data structures are used behind the system. That's what we are discussing today. That's what we need to crack today. Okay, so Amazon Prime members includes a variety of shipping benefits, including several shipping options if you need to expedite your delivery. Yep, Rajiv has put a kind of a long explanation for the Prime membership benefits. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. So Arshad says he's from Pakistan. Great. We also have people from other countries, guys. Isn't it great? Thank you, Arshad, for joining in. So we are discussing something important. We would be discussing, we'll be building the first of all some fundamental of data structures which would be used for this entire project, and then gradually we'll get into the project and we'll see how exactly they are done. Okay. So are you all excited, guys? Should we start now? Are you all excited? So I'll start with some the things which would be used for this project for tracking down for processing of your prime and non-prime thing. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Ansari. Yes, they also get the access of the big billion day kind of thing. That kind of thing. They get the prior access, right? Okay, great. So let's start it. Let's start it. So any guesses, guys? What exactly this is? How do they do it? How do they differentiate between a prime and a non-prime member? Any guess you can make? Any guess you want to make, guys? How do they differentiate? Is there any mechanism through which we can differentiate a person? It is a prime. He's a prime member, or she is a non-prime member. So can we differentiate? Is there any mechanism? Not exactly by looking at the name, right? Not exactly by looking at the name, but there is something through which we can do. For that, what I'll do is I'll share a screen with you all and we'll see, we'll code out something and there you would understand what I'm talking about. So I have shared a Jupyter notebook screen, guys. I hope it's visible to you all. Please let me know if it is not visible to you. Okay, right?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, Arnab, you're saying the chat is not working over Let's Upgrade LMS. Okay. Jyotsna, can you take it forward? Or Shoaib, are you there in the background? Can you see to it?
Sure,
Yes, sir, I'll look into it.
Yep, okay, sure. Okay. So yeah, Josna has also put the attendance link here in the comment section. Also, you have it in the description, guys. If you scroll down, you'll find the attendance link in the description. But again, attendance is not very important. Before that, we should understand what we are doing here. Attendance is the next thing. Okay. So yeah, I'll zoom in. Don't worry. I've not started yet. So first, let me actually create a new file, Python 3. We'll be doing Python, guys. We'll be using Python for this project. It's taking some time to create a file. Yep. So I'll name it as DSA Amazon project. Let's say. Okay. So before I move into exactly the system, we need to understand the basics of some concept, guys, which would be used. Very first thing which I need to discuss here is class and object. How can we create class and object in Python? Because that would be required. Okay, I hope now it is fine. The visibility is fine. So I have a class test, or do I need to zoom in a bit more? Please confirm, guys. Or is it fine? Just let me know in the comment. Just let me know in the
I
comment.
think it's fine.
It's fine? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we have a class test, let's say, and yeah, just a simple example I'll take. How to create data members in a class in Python, how to do it. So for that, you can define this a special member function def underscore underscore double underscore init. Okay, you put self there, and here you will write some data member, let's say x. You want to assign some value, you do it. Okay, fine. And you have to, let's say, define a method. What is method? A function defined in a class is called method. So you write define in this class, you write def, and let's say the method name is show. You pass self over here, and you want to just print the value of x. How can you print it? It's simple. You just write print self dot x. Okay, so your class definition is complete, guys. This is a class where I have this special member function which is init. Okay, you can say I have used it to just create the data member over here to initialize the value with 10, and then I have a method show, which is printing the value of x. Okay, that's it. Okay, so how to create objects? My class is fine. I have defined the class. How to create object here? It's simple. Just write OB. Let's say object name is OB, and you write OB equal to class name. Put parenthesis. Your object is created successfully, guys. Okay. Then, if you want to call the show method to just to print the value of x, so you can write OB dot show. Okay. Let me execute it. So I'll hit Shift plus Enter. If I do this Shift plus Enter, if I press Shift plus Enter, I'm getting the value 10. But wait a second, we haven't called this method. So how in the world this 10 was assigned to this x, this data member? Okay, the reason, guys, the reason behind this is, so you'll get to know if I write a print statement here, invoked. I'll write here init invoked. Okay, so if I hit now execute, like shift plus enter will execute this code. See, guys, even if I have not called this method init explicitly, even then this is being printed init invoke. That means automatically this init method is getting invoked. Okay, right? Automatically this thing is invoked, this thing. So can you guess, guys, what is exactly this? When I'm creating object, this method is being called automatically. So what is this method? What can you say about this method? What is this? Any guesses, guys? You must have some idea priorly. So what is this? Who can say? When I'm creating object, when I'm writing this ob equal to test, that is the statement I need to write to create object in Python. So it is automatically calling this init method, a special method which is init method, whose name is init underscore underscore init underscore underscore. It is being called automatically when I'm creating objects. So what can you say about this method? What is this? Yes, exactly. Avinash and Akshat have said. Also, Anurag has also mentioned. Yes, it is constructor. Yep, Priya, we are working on it. I have already mentioned the point that the chat thing is not working in the LMS. I have already mentioned it. So it would be soon resolved. But yes, you can hear in the YouTube, you can chat, right? You can put out your comments, you can put out your doubts, right? Okay, so when you create object of a class, automatically the constructor is being called. So this init method here is actually behaving as a constructor. Okay, so this init is nothing but a constructor, right? And it is initializing a default initial value to the data member. That's what we are doing. And when we are calling show method, it is giving me the value of x, that is 10. You might be thinking, what is this self? Why we are doing this? Why we are sending this self? Okay, the reason behind self is, see, whenever you are actually calling ob.show, by default, it is internally it is actually this. It will call show method of test class, and ob would be passed as an argument. Internally, it is being done. So this ob is being sent to this self, guys. And when you are writing self.x, it actually means ob.x. That's the reason why we are putting self. Clear, guys? This basic thing we need, this idea first of all. Understood up to this, or any doubt? Please let me know. Please let me know, is it clear up to this point? Like, there is a class and this init is a constructor that would be automatically invoked when we create object. Then we call the show method. I'll get the value of this x. And what is this self? Basically, when I call this method ob.show, internally this is what it happens. Test class name dot show, and ob is being passed as an argument. That is what is being called by this self. So basically, when I write self.x, it actually x of ob.x. It is similar to your this pointer or this operator, this pointer in C++, this operator in Java, kind of that. Okay, kind of that. No, it should not show this error, Prantik. You might have not written this self.x. Please check. You need to write self.x. You cannot write just x. Self.x. Okay. Understood, everyone? Got it? Clear up to this? This is the first thing we need to understand. Okay. Then the next thing which we need to check out is, okay. So guys, please refresh that LMS thing if you are not able to get it. Yep, you now refresh once the LMS, and you all would be able to join in the chat in a LMS. Okay. And also on the right of the chat there is attendance tab. If you don't want to open the link and do all those stuff, you can just go there and put your attendance over there. Okay, just have to mark your like any of the 5 emojis as per your understanding of whatever you want to put, and click on save. Yep, so I'm in the chat now. Hi all, get on board. I'm just writing here. Yep, I'm in the chat, guys. Come on to the chat, LMS. Okay, please refresh it once and you'll be able to enter into the chat. So EVE, I'm not sure what is your name. Eve, I'll call you Eve. So Eve is there. So yeah, come up in the LMS. If you want to be in the YouTube, that is also fine, not an issue. Okay, now coming forward, I think I hope Prantik, your like doubt is fine, like cleared off, and now you're not getting this attribute x. Yep, Ayush, you are correct. Yeah, Rahul, hi, hello. Yeah, Ayush, you are correct actually about that. I'm helpless on that part right now, so I hope it's fine. We can understand and we can proceed further with that. Okay, so this is the first thing which we needed to know, right? Now let's get into actually building something. Okay, we are starting with the project, guys. So I will take a class Amazon. Okay, I'll take a class whose name is Amazon. So we are starting with the project, guys. Please focus here. Okay, so basically when I create object of a class, then that object is basically referring to a particular person. Okay, a particular person. Which person? So see, when you are creating account in Amazon, so basically an object is created against your ID or against your name. So one object of the class Amazon will refer to a particular user. Okay, if you create 5 objects, then 5 users. If you create 10 objects, then 10 users. That's the idea here. Okay. So now, yep. And user, what all attributes would an user have? Tell me, guys, what all attributes? A user will have what all attributes. That is what we'll put here, attributes, or you can say the properties of the class. Okay, so I'm talking about purely member side of view, guys, user side of thing. So just tell me what all would be the attributes of a user, of an user. Like we'll have user name. Okay, anything else we need here? Just tell me. Email, password, name. Okay, I'll not store here password. So I'll not show the password here. Let's minimize it and we'll talk about the actual thing. Okay, let's say we'll store email, fine. Then we will store name, okay. And anything else we need it? We need name is must. We should write the name. We should enter the name. Name and email will take. Password I'll not get into those things. Password because we are not actually doing login and logout kind of thing. We are just talking about how the orders are processed, prime and how this prime and non-prime members are differentiated. We'll basically talk on that. Okay, Jagdeep, we can take DOV, but let's not take it for now. We'll just take this name and email. Let's take name and email. And third, we need one more thing, guys. Okay. Yep, Rakshita, we can take ID. We can assign some ID to the people that we can say, okay, this is 101 or 201, kind of that. Okay, let's take ID also. We'll take ID, user ID. We'll take email and we'll take name. These three things. Okay, let's fix this. Yeah, ID is generated in the backend, but let's if you want, you can take input. See, I can also create this ID randomly. I can just put a random function and that will actually give me ID. I'll also show that how to create a generate an ID. Okay, random ID. Let's say you can also call it as an OTP. I'll create an OTP for you, and that you can also call it as an ID. Okay, will not take so much things, location, address. Let's fix this. Okay, let's fix this. What should we do? We'll take ID, which would be randomly generated. Second, we'll take name and mail ID. Let's take mail ID, fine. And one more thing, apart from all these details of the user, we need one more detail also. What is that? Let me also first write it down here. Let's first write it down here. So we'll take ID, which would be randomly generated in the background as you are saying ID. Then we'll take a name. Then we'll take email. And should we take anything else? No, we'll not take anything else of the user. But I need one more thing, guys. Okay, I'll need one more thing, and that thing is nothing but to specify whether a user is a prime member or non-prime member. There must be something which would denote prime and non-prime member, whether the member is a non-prime or prime member. Yeah, okay. Who all are there in the LMS now? Priya is there, Ansar is there, Arnav is there. Okay, so come on, people. You can also join in the LMS. It's very great in LMS too. You can see also the attendance putting this filling up the attendance is very easy in LMS. Okay, you love it actually. You don't have to open a link and fill detail and all. You just have to click something here. Very interactive thing. Okay, I can actually show you once. Just let me share the screen. Okay, I'll share the screen. I'll show you exactly how easy it is to. Yeah, this is the LMS, guys. You can just click on it here. I guess everyone knows how to get into this LMS. So you log into the system. You just have to go to Let's Upgrade, www.letsupgrade.in. Maybe I'll show you here itself again. So let's upgrade. I think it should come up automatically. Yep, it's LetsUpgrade.in is what you need to log into. I'm already logged in, so it will directly show my name over here on the right. So when you hover over it, you'll get a menu here, My Programs. Okay. I hope everyone is enrolled into the course. Okay. So I'll click on this My Programs. So it will show me entire dashboard of all the programs I have enrolled into. So that is a process you can also follow. Same. Okay, why it didn't? I think I had not clicked it. Yeah, now I have clicked it. So it is taking me to the My Program dashboard actually. Yep, these are the whole, like these are the bunch of courses I have enrolled into. I'm not sure whether like when I'll complete all this stuff, but you don't have to worry about all this thing. You just have to focus right now on this thing, data structure and algorithm project. So click on here, start learning. Okay, you'll get the details of the session. So today is day one. So click on this day one now, and you would land upon this page which I was showing on the first. So this is the video, guys. You can click on here, and yes, you can see the video running live. This is weird. I can see myself, so I'm pausing it. Okay, on the right. Okay, on the right there are many tabs. You can see this is the chat tab, guys, on the right of details tab. So you just have to enter your name, click on accept and join, and you'll be able to enter the chat session and chat here. See, so many messages are there. Anurag says hello. Yeah, hello, Anurag. Arjun says good evening. Yeah, good evening. Okay, on the side, like on the right side of chat, beside chat tab, we have attendance tab. It's very easy, guys, to put attendance. You just have to select any of this based on what you want to rate this session. Maybe you can click on, I'll click on this, maybe not this, not this one. I'll put here. And if you want to put some feedback, some suggestion, you can put it's going good, let's say. Okay, and yeah, this is just a question, whatever you want to fill yes or no, you fill it and just click on save. It will turn green, yes. So attendance is done, successfully captured. This easy, guys, putting attendance. So come to LMS if you want, or else you can be in the YouTube. That's also fine. No issue on that part.
Guys, you can
Okay.
also join our community group to solve your any kind of doubts. We all are there to solve your doubts.
Yeah. Thanks, Josna, for that.
Uh,
So I'll again go back to Jupyter Notebook, guys. We'll code there. We'll see our code. Okay. As we were saying, also some people have put in the comments, I can see prime equal to true or not, prime or not. Yes. So to keep it very simple, guys, I'll not exactly take true or false. I'll just take, let's say, a variable in prime. Okay. I'll say if the value of prime is 0, then it is prime member. Okay, maybe I can actually name this variable as is prime. 0 means prime member, and 1 means non-prime member, right? Okay, so that's what I am doing here. So 0 means prime member and 1 means non-prime member, right? So this is a variable, so I'll take this data also, guys. Okay, got it? Chakit, you can try it now. Just refresh it once. Try it now. I think there will be no issue on that part. You can try it now. I just did uh, just before. Yeah, I just did that. You can also do that. Okay. So here I am. I'm taking here this prime. Okay, I'm taking this another data member is prime to denote whether this current user is a prime member or not. If value is 0, then the current member is prime member. If value is 1, then the current user is not a prime member. That's what I'm doing here. So let me just comment all this stuff. I don't need them, it's just for our information. Okay, how to create data members we have already seen. Let's go for this init, which is basically a constructor. It will take this self as argument, and then we need to write here self.id. What is id? Right now we don't know, none. So okay, we'll not take a list. Basically, just write none. Okay, right now we don't know what is ID. I'm just creating the variables and storing none. None means nothing, guys. No value we are storing. Similarly, name is also none right now. When IDs would be created, or maybe when user would sign up, when object would be created for user, then this value would be taken up. Will take up value for this. Then also email. Should we drop email, guys, or let it be? Okay, let it be. No issue on that part. And self dot is prime. Initially, let's say everyone is non-prime. Obviously, right? Everyone is non-prime. So I can initialize it with 1. Everyone is non-prime initially. If the person buys, subscribes, then that person will become a prime member. Initially, everyone is non-prime. So let's take it as 1. Okay. So this is our class. Basically, we have these all data members. Basically, the attributes of an user. ID, then name, email ID, and a variable which is showing us whether that member is a prime member or non-prime member. Got it? Okay. So I would go for a method basically. So its method is like by prime. Okay, by prime. So if the user will buy the like buy prime membership, then we need to make this is prime variable as 0. That's what we need to do here. We need to change the value of is prime for the current object, because current user has bought the prime membership, so now your prime value would be 0. So Chakit has asked, what is self? Self is basically, you can treat it as you can treat this as this pointer in C++, this operator in Java. Okay, I've already said just a few minutes ago, when you call this show method through OB, internally this is how it is called, test.show, and OB is being passed as an argument. So this self is actually catching this OB argument, object, current object. So self.x is nothing but current object.x, ob.x. That is what it means. Okay, right? So this is the thing by prime. And yes, I would go for, hey guys, we have done so many things. We have done so many things, but very important thing, that is the first reason why one goes to Amazon, that we have not done. Why we go for why we go into Amazon? Any person, let be you, me, any other person. It may be Arjun, it may be Priya, it may be Anurag, it may be Chakit, it may be Prem, it may be Lakshita, anyone. Why we go to Amazon? First of all, prime and non-prime is different thing. Why we go to Amazon? Prem, I'm assigning now none, because there is no user as of now. I'm just creating the system first of all. Okay, yes, Ansari, right? I want to shop something, I want to order something, purchase. So where is the order list? I need something where I can store the orders. So order list, a list of orders. Okay, that is also none right now. Okay, no orders, because I don't have user right now. Obviously value would be none. When I have user, when the user will buy some, like order something, that would be added in the order list of the user object. Okay, that's what. So we need to have an order list. So I'm saying it is an order list, guys, because obviously user can purchase more number of items, okay, at a time. So yeah, you can call it as a cart buying. Yes, you can relate this to the cart we have in Amazon. Okay, maybe we should actually say order cart, or maybe shopping cart, whatever you say. Okay, order cart. So all the item would be added here, and you'll then pay and buy it. That's all. Okay, so we have all this stuff. So I want to take this below this. Okay, right. So definitely we should have a function which would add items to this order list, like buy items. Should be there. Okay, should be there. It should be there, and I should be taking here orders. I should be adding items here in this order cart. Okay, exactly right. So let's do it then. How we'll do it? Self dot order cart equal to, see guys, here will be user would be purchasing many items, like not only one item but more than one item. So it should be a list. Basically the order cart would be a list of items that the person is trying to purchase. So here will not actually, we're not building a web app project, so where the option would be shown to you and you will click on this, okay, buy. So we'll just focus more on the data structure and algorithm part. So here what we need to do is we'll take input here, the orders, okay, to keep it simple. So I for I in input dot split, but I want to split on the basis of, let's say, space, a comma and space, this whole string. On the basis of this string, comma and a space, I want to split up the thing. Okay, when I find comma and space, at that point the order should be split, like differentiated. Okay, maybe I'll show you some example where it would differentiate. I'll have, let's say, sour gel. It is one item, it is not two item. Okay, so I'll then put a comma and then a space, then I will write here, let's say, soap. Okay, so this is one item, it will split upon this comma and space. It will say, okay, this is one item and this is another item. So kind of that way I want to split it up. Okay, who can say what is this? Who can say what I have used here? Any particular concept? You can say the name, what I have used here. Tell me, guys. What is this I have used here? Thing I have mentioned here. Can anyone mention what I have done here? What is this? What is this concept? So this will take actually multiple input. If I take like 3-4 items, so then sour gel, maybe a shirt, maybe cream, anything. Okay, so whatever items I'll take, 3-4 items I'll take. So basically I'm taking multiple input here, multiple input to this list order cart. What is this I have used? Can anyone mention? I think array. Yeah, Tosif, actually we are using list here, but what is this concept known as which I have used there? Yep, multiple input. I'm taking multiple input. Okay. Ansari has said the correct answer. It is list comprehension. Yes, Anurag has also mentioned it is list comprehension, guys. This way of taking this way of iterating over a thing and automatically doing stuff, this is known as actually list comprehension. You can break this thing into 3-4 lines, but it Python has come up with its has its own benefits. So we are using those features over here and we are doing like 4 or 5 lines of code into a single line. This is list comprehension, guys. Okay, right. This order cart would be a list of items that we are purchasing. Got it? That's what we will do here. Fine. So we have taken now any person wants to buy something, we would just call this function and some objects would be added there. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now, before proceeding further from here, I want to explain how this ID would be generated. As you mentioned here, ID is generated automatically in the backend. Okay, got it? What I didn't get you, Anurag. No, we don't. We won't take int because item names. We are will be storing item names. If you want to store item numbers kind of thing, then you can take integer. But right now we'll just store the item names of the item. So I'll take it as string, not integer. Okay, I'll not convert it. Okay. So let's understand how this ID can be generated. Automatically, like randomly. Every person will be assigned with an ID. So let's say, okay, how it would be generated. So for that, I need some things here, some prior knowledge here. So what an ID is comprised of? How is ID generated? So it would be mix of alphabets and numbers, right? It would contain both alphabet and digit. That's what. Okay. So let's take this thing. I'll call them as symbols or tokens, okay, which will contain all the okay. Do you know this, guys? If I import here kind of string or something, okay, import string. If I do you know something called uppercase and lowercase attributes? Do you know this? Do you know this, guys? If I write here string, okay, not this. If I write here string dot letters, okay, and if I now print this tokens, okay, I'm getting some. Mhm. Okay, what was that exactly? Even I'm not getting it right now. So import string and tokens. Okay, I got it. It was ASCII underscore lowercase. Yep, exactly. Yep. So string dot ASCII lowercase, guys. So we got all the lowercase alphabets A to Z. Okay, but our ID or the OTP can have both uppercase characters, lowercase characters, also digits. That's what we need to take. Okay, so here instead of lowercase, I will take all the letters. I think it was letters. Yep, I'm correct. It was ASCII letters. So we'll have all the alphabet. See, lowercase alphabet and then uppercase alphabet also we have got. Okay, along with it, I also need what is that? Digits. Yep, I got also digits. See, I got it. Digits. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll make it a list, guys. I'll make it a list. Okay. Now you see, we got a list of these alphabets like lowercase alphabet, uppercase alphabet, also digit. So I need to for a OTP here taking any of this combination. I'll take some lowercase alphabet, uppercase alphabet, and the digit. Okay, let's fix something. So what do you want? How many digits, like how many characters should be there in the ID? Let's go with six. Fine. Can we go with six? Six digit ID or six digit OTP. You can also create OTP in this way, guys. Okay, randomly OTP would be generated and okay. Parandamudu Chakali. Okay, I'm not sure whether I have taken your name correctly. Sorry for if I have not. If I have not, then excuse me. But we are not doing here an Azure session, or maybe we're not doing here cloud computing or AWS session. We are talking about the data structure algorithm part. So let's focus here. Okay, so tell me, guys. So let's take it like we are, we'll do, let's take six digit OTP or six digit, I should not say OTP because we are talking about ID here. So let's fix it. So let's say ID length would be six characters. Okay. So ID is, I can take it as, okay, anyway, leave it. So for I in range, okay, six digit. I want to run this loop six times because I have to pick six elements randomly. How can I pick how can I pick randomly here? To pick randomly, we need that random module. So just import random module, and then I can pick up six elements randomly. Okay, so basically I'll pick up element six times randomly, so it will give me six random element from this entire list. Okay, how can I pick it? You might be aware of something called random dot choice. So this choice method, guys, of random module or choice function of random module, this actually will pick up a particular element from the list randomly. Okay, any particular element randomly. So we need to import also a random module for that. If you are using function of random, that is choice, then we need to import random because this choice function is present in random module. Okay, so that's why we are importing random. Again, same thing. This ASCII letters and this string, this digits, these are attributes of string module. So we need to import that string module for it. Similar thing, same thing. Okay. So what we would do here, you can take this s. I'll write here s plus equal random dot choice. Okay, this list contains this element, and every element is a string, guys. Okay, every element is a string. So what you can do is you can just initially keep this string blank. Okay, null string, let's say, or nothing is there in this s, but you have kept it as a string. Null string, nothing there. You are picking now an element randomly. You are concatenating with s. Your next time you are picking up a next string, next character, and you are concatenating it. So that's how you will pick 6 random element, and you are actually adding them up in s. Finally, if I print the value of s, I'll get an ID of 6 characters long. Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. I have not put like from where to choose the element. This is tokens, right? From tokens list, it should choose. Yep. So this is an ID, guys. 6 long characters. We have an ID here. Okay. If I execute it again, I'll get a like different ID. See, I'm not getting a different ID. So this you can also like take use of make use of creating OTPs also. Okay, understood, guys? Understood? So this choice function is applied on this tokens list. So from tokens list, it would pick randomly one element each time. And how many times we are picking it? 6 times we are picking. So 6 random characters would be picked. So we'll get a combination of lowercase, uppercase, and digits. That is how we can form this ID. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Is it clear? Like how to form actually ID, how to get ID on a user register in the system. If you want to generate an ID in the background containing this lowercase, uppercase, and digits, this is the way in which you can do. Randomly, you just generate an ID and assign it. Okay. Uh, I think Chakit, you cannot give it like 100% sure, but yep, we would almost will get every time a different ID. Okay. Okay. Yep. No one can guarantee here that will be getting every time a different ID. So what we can do is, if you want to increase that, you can if you want to increase the make the system more perfect, you can just back check it. Every time you create an ID and assign to the user, obviously that would be stored in a system somewhere. So you can just check it. Okay, whether this ID is there or not. Might be there, might be something else they might be running, but my focus is not on generating IDs, but my focus is how they are actually processing the prime and non-prime members. Okay, right? I can now do this. I see this ID is generated and I can assign to a user. So that I have that stored in a somewhere I would be stored in the user attribute ID. It would be stored. I can just run a loop and check. Okay, this ID is not matching. Does this ID which I've generated now, is this matching with any other ID? If not, okay, I can assign it to the new user, right? But that's what we are not discussing. We are not getting to that way. We are actually talking about how the orders are processed. Okay. We will look upon more into data structure and algorithm concept, guys. That's what our focus should be. So yes, we now know how to actually generate ID. So what I can do here is, so random import random. Let's it is better if we okay, fine. So I'll take this up. I will add one more cell over here. I'll paste it, but I will call this a function. Let's say this is generate id, I'll call. Okay, right? And these all are, this is what, if I call this function generate id, this will generate me an id. Okay, I can then have here returned, so I can return that id s is the variable, right, where I'm storing the id. So you can take it as uid for user id, and you can also make it at uid and return uid. So whenever I need an id to be generated, I'll call this function and this would give me an id. That's all. But prior to that, you just make sure that all these stuffs are done. Okay, I'm also putting it, I'm just segregating these things. I'm also taking this over here so that it would be fine, everything at one place. So whenever I call this function, first of all, random and string model should be imported. Then whenever I call this function generate id, I would get a id generated. So let me once call this function and show you. So this function will return me something, so I can just print whatever it will return. And yes, I'm getting some id, 6-digit or 6-character long id I'm getting. So our task is done for here. So yep, let me comment this part. I don't need it, I just want that function to be defined because I will need it later when I'll call this function, when I need to generate ids. So up to this, any doubt, guys? So what we have done till now, we haven't done much thing, but yes, we have covered some basic thing which we'll need in our program, in our project. Okay, so we have designed a system which will create an ID, which will generate an ID randomly. Then I have this system, basically a class where I can store data of an user. Okay, every user I can store. Then I have this function which can make a member prime, like if a person is buying prime membership, and there is a function which would add items to the cart of the user. So the base system is ready, like in order to store the data and all. Now is like how we would flow along with it, how would we create this. Understood? Yeah, Priya, yes, we can also include special characters. That all depends on you what all characters you want to take. Okay, that depends on you. Like if you change this thing here, where is that? Yes, in the tokens. In the tokens, if you add something here, then yes, that would should be taken, right? If you add some, let's say, add the red symbol, maybe dollar sign, you can take a list of special characters and there, yep, that also be added. But if you want to put condition, okay, this must contain at least one special character and all, then you have to design the system accordingly. You have to put some condition till it doesn't contain any special character. You will not stop it, you will take it again and again, you will go for again and again, kind of that way. Okay, so that will not let's not get into that right now. We just need a 6-character long id, that's all, and we have got it. Okay, not every time we'll get combination of all the types of symbols or tokens. It can be a combination of any of now. Got it? Okay, I hope up to this point no one has doubt. We are then moving on to the next concept, guys, which would be required here. Are you ready, guys? Are you all ready? Are you all up, or are you bored, or everything is fine? Everything is going good? Just say me. Just tell me. Let me know in the comment, guys. Please put out some comments. Maybe your last recent emoji which you might have used. Maybe your favorite emojis you can put in the comment. Let's make this comment colorful. It's now filled with some technical stuff, technical terms and all. Okay, so let's make this thing colorful. This comment section, just spam the comment box right now, guys, and we will again like continue from the same point. Yeah, I already getting some emojis over the LMS chat. Answer has put. Rakshit has put answer again. Have put. Okay, that's great. So yep, even in the YouTube, I have begun to see the comments of them. Prem has put. Vishwabhai has put. Ansari has put. Yep, Pri has also put over here in the YouTube. So just fill it up, guys. Please spam the comment box. Please spam. I think this is the first session you might be seeing where someone is asking you to spam the comment box. But yes, the only condition is you can spam it only through emojis, your favorite emojis, or maybe emojis which you might have used recently. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't put your favorite your emojis in the comment, then Josna will not like it again because he's there looking at the YouTube comments, right? Am I right, Josna?
Yes, sir. Just
Yeah.
make it colorful, guys.
Yes, exactly. So I now see so many of so many emojis have come up in the comments. That's great. Yup, guys. Thank you, guys. Some more emojis we have got. That's great. So now I
Yes.
think you all are now active and not dull and sleepy heads. So we are left out with only half an hour for this session, today's session. So let's also finish, like cover this next half an hour with the same enthusiasm and same energy level, guys. Okay. So that's what we need. Yep. Thank you all, guys, like putting up such emojis. Even I am seeing some emojis which I've never seen in my life. Where do you get this? That's nice. So many nice emojis are there. Okay, great. So now we are talking about a concept, guys. So I need to actually switch on to a different screen. I am going out from the Jupyter notebook. It's time we say hi to whiteboard, the good old whiteboard. The people who have already attended my session, they might be like familiar with this whiteboard. Those who are new, just say hi to this whiteboard. Even those who have seen it already. So hi, whiteboard. So we are going to use you now to discuss some concept, and that concept is nothing but priority queue. Okay. So what is priority queue, guys? Who can say? Let me know, guys, in the comment. What is priority queue? Might have surely heard about it. Priority queue. We have queue, we have double-ended queue, we have priority queue, we have circular queue, right? So what is this priority queue? How it works? Can anyone mention over here? Please mention in the chat. I am looking at your chat continuously, guys. Yes, Rakshit says hello whiteboard. Even Eve says hi to whiteboard. Anurag, yep, thank you for that. So Chakit says members of a queue are arranged based on the priority. Yeah, in priority queue, as Prem is also saying, priority queue is kind of a we have priority. In priority queue, we have priority. Yes, Prathamesh says waiting list. Okay, yep, you can say so. In queue, it is actually first in, first out. Like whoever comes first will be removed first. If you consider as a queue, any queue like ticket counter. Now I think the movie theaters are now again beginning to close down. I think the government has ordered to shut down again the movie theaters. That's a bad thing for us. Anyway, now OTTs are there, we can watch our series. Like they are again releasing the movies in terms of series. Like okay, now also mention, guys, in the comment like what all series are actually you are watching on Netflix or Amazon Prime or maybe a Hotstar premium kind of thing. I was watching this what is that, Falcon and Winter Soldier recently, also WandaVision. So let me know, guys, who how many of you had was the Snyder Cut Justice League in the comment section, and how you felt about it. By the time I'm just drawing something to make you understand what exactly this queue and difference between a normal queue and priority queue. So this is a ticket counter, let's say, and we have persons. Okay. Yep. So how many persons standing in a queue to get the ticket? Okay. So this is a normal queue. I'm talking about a normal queue over here. Okay. So as we discussed, in priority queue, an element will have a priority associated with it. Okay, associated with it. That means, what do you mean by this priority? The particular element which has higher priority, that would be taken care of first. Okay, it's like what is that? Senior citizen gets higher priority in a line, in a queue or something. Okay, kind of that way. Okay, so an element would be associated with a priority, and based on that, it would be handled, or it would get attention, or it would get processed. That is a priority key. In queue, normal queue, it only follows FIFO, no priority. Whoever comes first would be the first one to move out of the queue. Okay, any new person comes, that would stand here at the back. But that is not exactly what is happening in the priority case of priority queue. Let's say there are other members standing. Okay, standing. Priority are, let's say, five. Okay, maybe two, the 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's say these are the priority. I'm just taking some numbers. Okay, you can say 0 is the least. Okay, sorry. 0 is the highest in terms of priority, and 10 is the lowest in the terms of priority. Let's assume if the value is 10, then it has the least priority, and 0, if the value is 0, then it has the highest priority. Now it is already there. The people are standing here already. But now new person comes into picture whose value is actually 1. So it has higher priority, right? So this will not, definitely will not stand at the behind, at the rear end, but it will stand at the front because it has higher priority. Okay, so it would be taken care of, or it would get attention based on the priority, or it would be processed on the basis of its priority, guys. That's what priority queue means. Okay, the element which has highest priority will be processed first. The process with the least priority would be processed last. Understood? Yep, Aman, and yeah, Aman, yes, I agree with you, whatever you have said. So, okay, keeping that aside, are you clear about priority queue, guys? What is the difference between priority queue and queue? How queue works and how priority queue works? So element here has a priority. So even if a element comes at the end, okay, so the priority would be checked, and according to the priority, it would be placed, and that is how that person would be catered upon. Okay, understood this? What is priority key and what is this normal queue? Priority queue and normal queue. Any doubt, guys? Difference between this priority queue and normal queue? Clear, everyone? Okay, that's great. So now tell me one thing. If in a queue there are already persons standing, okay, let us take this example. A person is standing 1, then 2, then 4, 6, 8, and 9. Okay, these are the person already. These are the priority values assigned with each of the person. Let's say this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, 6, 8, and 9. Now a new person comes into picture with value 2. So then what we will do? Where this 2 would be placed? Who can say? Okay, maybe the person names are, let's say, A, B, C, D, E, and F. So where I'll put this person whose value is 2, this person name is, let's say, G. Where this G would be put or placed? Who can say? Who can say? Let me know, guys, in the comment. Let me know in the comment where this thing would be pushed. Anurag says third position, after 2, after B. Okay, what about others? Prathamesh says after 9. Okay, So let's see what others are saying. Priya says after B, Sejal says after B, Tosif says after B. Okay. So see, of course you would go for the priority, guys. Okay, but the thing is, when you go for priority, 2 is more prior than 9, more prior than 8, more prior than 6, more prior than 4. But there is another person with the same priority. So you cannot cross that person. So that person has come earlier than you. Obviously, you would be put here. So this G would be put after B. So here, if multiple element have same priority, then first come first serve would be done, or this FIFO would be done. Understood, everyone? I hope you have this idea. You are following these things. Okay. So if a person is coming up with the same priority, then it would be placed after the previously, like the after the existing person. Okay. When multiple element have same priority, then it will be first come first serve. Like the person who has come earlier, that person would be processed first, then the next person, the new person would be processed. Got it? This exact thing is also done in your operating system, guys. When your processes are scheduled, different process has different priority, and depending upon the priority, the processes are scheduled or dispatched to execute. Okay, let's not get into operating system. We'll talk about more. We'll talk more about operating system, this scheduling part, and some synchronization and all in our full stack course of data structure algorithm with placement preparation course. Okay, that is a complete package, guys, where we would discuss upon all the things you require in a placement drive or a recruitment drive or recruitment test, including competitive coding, everything. There would be content. Okay, so this is your priority key where the operations would be done on based on priority. Okay, where the operation would be done based on priority of the elements assigned. Now, how would we do priority? So coming back to our discussion, what we have discussed now, and now having this information with us that okay, we have to do some priority kind of thing. How can we relate here? Who can say how can we relate the concept of priority queue over here that we have discussed? The class we have created, the member we have created, who can say now? How would we implement the concept of priority queue here based on user? Tell me, guys. Any guesses? Any idea? Enlighten us with your idea. So we have talked about the priority queue, right? So how can we implement that thing here? What would be the basis of implementation? How can we implement here priority queue thing? Yep, exactly, Prathamesh. Exactly. If the member is prime, then they would have more priority compared to the ones who are actually non-prime members. Okay. Yeah, Rakshita, even you are correct. Okay. So prime members would have more priority, non-prime members would have less priority. Okay. So we can take this is prime variable as the basis of priority. If the value is 0, then it has higher priority. If the value is 1, then it is less priority, because 0 we have taken for prime members and 1 we have taken for non-prime members. So there can be many prime members and many non-prime members. Okay. Obviously, the order would be dispatched as first come first serve. Let's say you are prime member, I am prime member. You have ordered something on 5th April, and I'm ordering it today. Obviously, your order would be dispatched earlier than mine. First come first serve. But let's say you are prime member, I am non-prime member. Okay, I have ordered on 5th April. I'll get might be my order would be dispatched maybe 9th April or something. I'll get 11th or 12th. If you order on 8th April, you'll get by 10th or 11th maybe. Okay, that's a difference there. So that's how we would go here, guys. We will take this is prime thing as a basis of priority here. If the value is 0, then we'll give more priority. We'll say, okay, priority value is more for this user. If is prime value is 1, then we'll say, okay, it has less priority. Non-prime member. Okay, understood? Got it, everyone, or not? If everything is clear up to this point, if everything clear up to this point, please let me know in the comment, guys. I know you all are looking forward to when this session would finish. We'll have to go. We have to watch the IPL, but it will take only 15 minutes, and this is very important, guys. Okay, we can see IPL. We can again catch up the IPL. We might miss some like 1 or 2 overs, but I hope that's fine. We can cover it up. We can cover only 15 minutes of time is left, and let's have to do it. Exactly, Anurag. That's what the question is. How to create a queue inside the class now. So we have a class. Okay, that's where the deal, big deal. Okay, we'll take this is prime variable as a basis of priority. But how exactly to create a queue by taking this class into consideration? Okay, again, see. The thing is, if you can understand what would be the element of a queue, then you can easily understand, or you can easily say that how can we create queue taking this class into consideration. What would be the element of the queue? Tell me first of all. What is the element here? Who can be the, or what can be the element in the queue? If you're talking about priority queue, what is the thing here that would be added as an element in the queue? If you can crack that, if you can understand that, then it is easy now. Tell me. Yep, everyone. Tell me, guys. What we would add in the queue? If I talk about, okay, element of a queue, so what would be that element? Tell me. I know you can answer. I know you can answer this. Tell me, guys, what would be the element? What would be the element in the queue? If I say element of the queue, Anurag says is prime variable. Okay, let's see others answers. What you are saying, guys? Info about the user. Okay, is prime ID. Okay, let's see others answers. Sejal says the member itself would be the element of the queue. Okay, is prime order card. Okay, is prime. So I'm seeing a lot of people saying is prime as the element of the queue. Let's break the ice here. Let's not build up the ice anymore, guys. See, I will put this user as element of the queue. Okay, I'll put each user as the element of the queue. A particular user will have priority, a particular user will have less priority, a particular user will have more priority, a particular user will have less priority. A user would be a prime member, a user would be non-prime member. So here priority is associated with the member, a user basically. So user would be the element of the queue here. Okay, right? So we'll take the user as the element of the queue. Yes, someone has told ID. ID. Yep, that is also that else can be taken actually. ID. Okay, you can ID. You can store only ID, and but you need to have that. What can you say? What can I say here? Through ID, you must be access, like you must able to access the different thing there. Okay, but my point of view is like through ID you should be able to access other attributes of the user. But my point here is, if I only store ID, there is no priority attached to ID. Okay, there is a variable is prime which is telling us the priority value. So what I'll do, I'll take this entire object, entire user is an object here, right? An object will be created, it will have all these details: user ID, name, is prime, and the order list. So I'll store this entire object in a list based on the value of each prime. Okay, I'll store the object first whose priority value is more. Okay, and accordingly, maybe in descending order of priority, I can store all the object. Okay, let's make it simple. Okay, in the actual scenario, it might not be possible to hold so much big information. Obviously, a person has lots of information there, and lots of like millions of users are there in Amazon. So it will not be possible to entirely store the entire object there. Okay, they might be using some other concept, like they would be taking some ID and some priority value along with it. They'll just store that. Through that, they might be able to access other attributes of the user. That might be the case. Okay, but let's not get into that part right now. Let's understand how this queue is formed and how this prime members are processed first or catered first. Okay, right? So we will store the entire object, guys, in the queue. The user particularly will store user, okay, based on the value of each prime variable of that object. That's what we will do. Okay, so this is our class. So you can just execute this code. That's the definition of the class. That's only the definition of the class, but the real stuff is here we need to do. Okay, so what we need to do exactly? So let's cater to the idea first. Okay, I'll give you intro, like I'll give you an overview what we should do here, and I'll implement that in the next class, and will also improve that code. Because see guys, data structure algorithm is not about solving a problem, but it is all about solving the problem efficiently. Time complexity. Okay, it should have less time complexity. That is the major deal in data structure and algorithm. It's not about you find solution. Okay, prime, checking a number, whether a number is prime or not. There are many methods, many ways you can do that. But if you write the efficient one, that is the that is what you need to do. Real time application, optimization, efficient solution we need. So what we'll do today is I'm just giving an overview of what we are going to do in the next class, that is tomorrow at 7 p.m. guys. Do join at the same time. So we would we will create object, okay, against user. We'll say, okay, this user has signed up for our project. So I will store that in the queue, and I'll create so many objects in that way. I'll create many objects, like let's say 5-10 objects I'll create. So many users would be there. I'll store that in that queue. Okay, so what I'll do now is I have to store them in descending order of the priority thing to store that. Okay, and we'll need to take input, like we need to take their orders list and all. We'll take order, okay, what that person is what that person wants to buy something. We need to take orders. Also, if the person wants to buy this prime membership, you will also give that option to that user. Okay, all those stuffs will give, and based on that, if we see, okay, this person is prime, this person is not prime, based on that we'll arrange them in the queue. Okay, right? So we would be discussing array implementation of queue. You can also go for linked list implementation of queue, but that's not required over here. We'll discuss, basically we'll use the concept of array implementation of queue, but there's something more which I'll not say today. I'll reveal it tomorrow. Okay, it's based on the time complexity, guys. Okay, how can we make it more efficient? That we will see tomorrow. That is the basic structure, a basic flow of the thing what we will do in the next session. So yep, that's it for today. And we would again meet tomorrow in the next session to complete the rest of the part. So hope you all join in the next session, guys. Thank you for joining even today. I hope it was insightful and you got to learn something out of it. So yep, Josna, you can wrap it up. We'll meet again in the next session.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you for such a wonderful lecture and a lot of information we got it today. Okay, guys. So that's all for today. If you have any doubts, you can join our community link. It's in the chat section and also in the description. And if you have any doubts, you can put now.
Yep. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, Sakit, yes, you
Yeah,
can
Chakit.
get the code. Yeah.
Not today, of course. Let us finish this thing, and tomorrow at the end of the session, we'll surely receive the code.
Yes, sir.
Because it is half,
Thank
it
you.
will not make sense.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's wrap up for the session today. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Have a nice day. I hope you enjoy the session today.
And yes, yes, yes. See,
Oh,
guys, I'm leaving you soon, maybe 5 more minutes prior, because I know you all are waiting for the IPL. So that's why I'm not holding you. I used to hold people for more 10 or 15 minutes extra. I used to keep this. But I'm leaving you sooner today. You might be waiting for there's an important match today. So go and enjoy. Yep, that's what. Bye bye, guys. Take
sure, sir.
care. We'll meet next session, that is
Okay.
tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Okay, okay, sir. Bye